How are you feeling about Dan to Dan?
It's good. Zero complaints. Zero. Like, I had complaints about Kaiju. I have no complaints about Dan to Dan.
Dan to Dan fucking slaps, dude. So let's get right into it.
Here we go. Dan to Dan, episode 3, season 2. Okaroon and Evil Eye have a kick battle, and the soul soccer ball explodes, and he uses the chance to grab Momo, and Evil Eye is like, man, you're a yokai too, but you side with the humans. And Okaroon is like, you're not getting away with hitting Momo. But I'm running for now. See ya. They start heading back up from the pit, and Evil Eye is trying to snipe them with the soul soccer balls from down below, but stops. And Okaroon and Momo get to where they fell originally, but there is some spore-spewing butt flower thing blocking the way. Okaroon turns back to normal and says the death worm weakens its prey by using electricity and poisonous fluids. And Momo is like, man, that worm is hiding in the dirt and trying to poison them, and they aren't sure how they're going to get back up to the hole they fell through. Momo is like, man, that's way too high up. Does a death worm have any weaknesses? And Okaroon is like, yup, sunlight. And since underground beings have a bunch of bacteria, the UV light from the sun is strong for them. Okaroon is like, I can get you out of here if it's just you. And Momo is like, I can't leave Gigi. And Okaroon says once she's out, she can drop a rope or something, and Okaroon will do something about Gigi.
I remembered what I was going to say. Sorry, I figured it out. This is a first for me. This was a really cathartic experience, remembering what I was going to say.
Recalling a memory?
Yeah. Recalling a short-term memory, right? That I just thought of 2 seconds ago. So, what I was going to say was, Gamer Subs, they did a sponsorship. They have the Cursed Energy drink for Jujutsu Kaisen. If they did one for Dandadan, I want it to be a Gigi thirst trap for women. Like the waterfall of Gigi's abs, the drink. Or the gutters for Gigi, the drink.
Okaroon is like, I can get you out of here if it's just you. And Momo's like, I can't leave Gigi. And Okaroon says once she's out, she can drop a rope or something, and Okaroon will do something about Gigi. And Okaroon says Momo needs to escape first so she can save them all. With a determined look in her eye, B goes to it-aesthetics.com, where she goes and picks up a Dandadan shirt and uses promo code TABC10 on checkout to save 10% off of her entire order and to save Okaroon and Gigi from the death worm's lair. You can be like Momo and visit it-aesthetics.com and get yourself a t-shirt just like the one that she has and save 10% by using TABC10 on checkout.
I'm really proud of you.
Okay. Yeah, they do have new Dandadan shirts too.
Ooh, so let me peep these. Hold on. Oh, that's fucking gaseous. Yo, that's so sick.
Are you looking at the Seiko one?
Oh. Yes, I love that. Oh my God, I'm buying that. Holy, that's so legit. Oh my God, that's cool. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that right now. Let's see. Do they have it in the...
Yeah, I think they have both in the oversize. Okay. We are going into the fall season, so they do have a hoodie with the same Area 51 Momo Okaroon.
Okay.
As well.
Damn. Psycho has one that definitely gonna buy too. Golly. That's crazy. That is fire, though. Holy.
With a determined look in her eye, she takes Okaroon's hand and says she'll save them all, and is leaving Gigi to him. And he transforms and is like, you ready for this? Cuts to him on his back with a chair on his feet, and Momo sitting on the chair, and he's like, I'm going to kick you all the way back up, and push the chair back with your psychic powers so it's like a multi-stage rocket. Momo is like, what the fuck? But Okaroon executes the plan, and she's able to grab the opening of the hole with her psychic hands, and as she pulls herself up, Evil Eye shows up, and he's like, you gonna be first one to die. And Okaroon transforms, and he's like, nah. Momo gets up and takes the curtain from upstairs and fashions a rope out of it, and is like, fuck yeah, done. And throws it down, but the rope is short as fuck and the hole is fucking deep as shit. So it doesn't do anything.
Scene before they go to the Momo thing, when Evil Eye walks up and then they look at each other, It is so sick watching Okarun transform and like the fire come off of his neck. Woo! That shit was sick as fuck, dude. Golly, this show is so fucking good.
He's like, I gotta think. Stop the poison? Defeat the worm? Nah, that's impossible. But then has a flashback to when she was a kid, and Kid Gigi is talking to her, and there's a dried up earthworm, and it cuts back, and she's like, oh damn, worm kill itself, and reaches for her phone, but it's gone. She collects a bunch of magazines and paper and lights them on fire and sets the house on fire and calls for the fire department. Okarun and Gigi are fighting, then Gigi hits him with the low tiger fireball, and then Flying Knee anti-airs him, then hits him with the delayed soccer ball mix-up and breaks Okarun's curse mask.
He does Tiger Knee him as the anti-air.
Yeah, I said that.
You said Flying Knee. It was a Tiger Knee.
Sorry.
Yeah, get it fucking right. Sagat would be so pissed at you, dude.
That's fine. I'll just Shoryuken him and make a scar on his chest.
The second one?
Yeah.
Give it a big old X shape.
Yeah. Evil Eye is like, this is sick. Playing games is fun. But he's like, the death worm's poison is having an effect on the vessel, meaning Gigi. So we gotta end this. And traps Okarun in a spirit soccer ball house prison.
He fucking domain expansions him, Greg. Chill. Just say that.
Okay. And it's like, you won't be able to break out of that. And then he walks inside of it. So the good old elevator fight in a confined space. And now he's just bouncing Okarun's head off of the wall. And he's like, after I kill you, I kill the girl.
That shit was nutty. He used Okarun as a speed bag. It was sick. It was great.
Okarun grabbed his mouth and he's like, there's 3 things you shouldn't have done. 1 is to hit Momo. 2 was violate his friend Gigi. And he doesn't get to the 3rd before going full throttle inside the house soul prison and DJ critical art supering Gigi and punching him in the air and then punches him out of the soul house and breaks it.
He punches him 100 times.
Then says the 3rd thing he shouldn't have done was to piss him off. And now they're both just laying there beat up and the poison is shooting out. Okarun is like, man, I can't be laying around. So now he's dragging unconscious Evil Eye with him, trying to get to higher ground. But he can hear Turbo Granny, and she's still down inside of the pit, stuck in the orange barf. And she's like, man, someone save me. I don't want to spend eternity down here. Okarun is like, oh shit, Turbo Granny, let me help. And he makes a little bridge and pulls her feet and frees her. But then
look at how adorable that screenshot is. Man, she's so helpless. Poor Turbo Granny. I'm really glad that she has made a good heel turn into a cool character.
And then Okarun frees her, but they both fall back into the orange barf. And she's like, man, you're fucking useless. And they're both like, Momo, save us.
Yeah.
Cuts to outside, and the fire department and cops are there. And they're like, did you start this fire? And Momo is like, well, yeah. But the Keto family is killing people. And the cops are like, well, this belongs to the Enjoji family. So what do you have against them? And Momo is like, well, fuck. And says if they don't hurry, the sun will go down, and tells the firefighters to hit the ground with the water, not the house, as the cops drag her away. As they're dragging her, the earthworm starts quaking the ground and then busts out of the house. And she's like, yeah, man, you not coming out? Then we make you. As I flash back to when she was young again, and Kid Gigi is like, Momo, you know why earthworms come out of the soil? And she's like, nope. And he says that earthworms breathe through their skin. So when it rains, they have to come up for air. But in the summer, it's so hot, they get up there, but then die. And it's called earthworm suicide. The death worm is starting to shrivel up now. And then Momo uses the fire truck to knock the rest of the house down to get more sunlight onto the worm. And it has its last gargle and dies. And Momo is like, hey, yo, bitch, you dead? And she kicks it. But then it starts moving and barfs up all of the Keto family people in orange barf. The lady leader is like, man, now you've done it by killing the death worm. And she's like, fuck you. I gotta save Okarun and Gigi. But then there's another earthquake and the lady leader is like, damn it, man, look what you did. And then the volcano on the island erupts.
I feel like your notes are shorter this time, Greg.
They might
Were you
have been.
Were you shortenizing your notes?
I wasn't trying. Volcano erupts. End of episode.
What a fucking banger of an episode. Momo grabbing the fire truck and throwing it into the snake thing, or the earthworm, I quite enjoyed. Or throwing it into the house to hit the earthworm and bring it out into the sunlight. Great times. All of this episode, everybody comes through and does some cool shit. And I'm really fucking excited for the next episode. Because I thought this was going to be the end of the movie. I thought this was the end of the 3-part episode, but it's 4-part.
I think you'll like the next episode. It just continues to get fucking crazy.
I love that. Thank you, Greg. I'm really excited for next week when we get to talk about it. Dan is just awesome the whole time.
I just appreciate that the momentum that they had on season 1 was not lost on season 2.
I think there's really no way they couldn't just keep going. It feels like they've placed the peaks and valleys of the storytelling in this show very well. A prime example being in season 1, where they have the episodes with Granny Seiko and like it's more of a chill style before the lobster fight or the crab fight. That stuff is great, well paced, and I feel like they're going to continue to do that again. They stopped season 1 at the perfect part for us to go into season 2 and be on the roller coaster.
Does not disappoint. I have nothing bad or critical to say about Dan. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for this episode of the Anime Book Club podcast. it-aesthetics.com. Use tab C10 on checkout to save 10% off your order. And 2 of these animes have shirts, so you can find them on that website and save 10% off. Also, visit gamersups.gg using promo code DJ Montague on checkout for 10% off all of your energy needs. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Check us out on Instagram to know when we drop new episodes. And also check us out at theanimebookclub.com.
Greg says Instantgram. Don't add that second T. You don't need it. It's Instagram. Or NT, actually, because it's not Instantgram, Greg. Gosh darn it.
That's my goomer.
Yeah, your booner,
inside
goomer,
of me.
doomer lingo. Anyways, friends, and the moral of the story is do your best to meet people where they are. We're all going through life. We're all learning. We're all growing day by day. And if you expect others to meet you where you are, you should give them the same. Thank you guys so much, once again, for hanging out with us for the Anime Book Club podcast. I've been your co-host, DJ Montague. Greg's getting closer to the microphone and then not saying anything.
My name's Greg. I'm here.
My name's Greg.
Yeah.
You used all your prefixes before.
I know, and now you set it up to where I don't have any
I didn't
left.
say any of my prefixes. That's the beginning of the episode when we have energy. This is the end of the episode
Yeah.
when you go to bed. Yeah, he's the fucking general right there. You see that? Or the chief? Friends. For real this time.
Yeah.
Greg, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, friends, for checking out the Anime Book Club podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
And if you don't want to miss the next one, follow us on the socials where we announce new episodes, content, and other cool stuff. You can also check out our anime list with our rankings and follow along with what we're currently watching and what we have watched in the past.
All the links are in the description. See you in the next one. Bye!